the channel. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our water sign Scorpios. So good to have you here. I also want to welcome in your cross watchers. Cross watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your person. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. So feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading, however it resonates in your situation. And anytime anyone comes across this message and the title drew you in was a time that you were meant to listen to it. So the messages that are coming through for you, Scorpio, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. It does not have to reflect the whole thing, or it could just confirm something that you've kind of always known all along. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, we're going to dive deeper into the messages by exploring the zodiac signs that come through. And those zodiac signs are about intimate connections, intimate partnerships, friends, family, kind of background players, associates, work associates, social media associates, friends and family of your significant other, just kind of anybody who influences your energetic field or the energetic field of the connection. So just keep that with you as we move through the reading. And let's get started for you. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Messages for those that are watching, please. All right, here we go. So the overall energetic theme for the reading is the King of Cups. Heartfelt decisions are being made here, or a heartfelt decision needs to be made. Let's see what your current energy is. Where are you at right now? We have the Nine of Cups. Happy, joy, kind of contented right now. Things could be going in your favor. So let's see what's happening. What's the situation? Ooh. We got the Devil showing up here. It's Capricorn energy coming in. This might be a temptation coming at you. So we'll see where that goes. So what's your challenge or your opportunity in this situation? We have the Hanged Man. Don't do anything yet. Let's see what life is working on with you. We have the King of Pentacles. I think this is, life is really kind of bringing into your awareness what it is that you really value here. Because this is physicality, something in the physical. And this is like being in a good place, successful, luxury, you want for nothing, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if the drive is temptation for this, like it's a yearning, then I think life is trying to get you to kind of look at this a little bit. So let's see what you've been doing. How did you get here? We have the World. Something changed. Something shifted. There was a shift. So let's see what's heading your way in the next 0 to 3 months. We have the Four of Cups. Not very happy with something. Some apathy. Just kind of blah. Not really feeling it. So what do you have going for you in this situation? We have the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy coming in. So far you got Taurus energy, you got Aquarius and Capricorn, and you got Capricorn energy coming in. But this could have something to do with like gaining some knowledge, gaining some wisdom, getting a better grasp on the situation from maybe a more global perspective, being able to see things in a different light. And that's one of your strengths here. So let's hang on to that for a minute. Let's see what the outside influences are. We have the Six of Swords. So somebody could be moving towards you or moving away from you. So what are you supposed to do in this situation? What are your next steps? We have the Six of Wands. So you're coming up out of a situation here, whatever this change or this shift was. You're coming up out of a situation here for the better. Things are going to improve for the better. So what is this all about? What's the big picture here? What's really going on? We have the Five of Cups. Something from the past is coming up for review here. Something from the past is coming through to like either get you to contend with it or get you to deal with it or get you to, something hasn't been healed yet. And I've got the overall picture, the Five of Cups, and I've got your theme as the King of Cups. So there's some kind of emotions here, like big emotions that are probably going to be working through here, working their way through. They're coming up to be seen for a reason. That's why the Devil's here, because there's something hidden, something that needs to come up and be seen. So what's the big picture? Where are we going? What's going to happen here? We have the Two of Pentacles. So this situation is going to be able to give you some choices, maybe some balancing something out, or really maybe dealing with, you know, some of the concepts of duality. Right, wrong, left, right, up, down, male, female. Maybe to kind of look at this in a different light. Like feelings aren't necessarily bad and they're not necessarily good. Or what we label them. So let's see where we're going here, Scorpio. We're going to find out what the Devil's doing here. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Pentacles. I think you moved away from something to grow. I think that you left something behind here to grow, or someone behind. I think you did it because you wanted to do something that was right for you. Maybe you wanted to change the trajectory of something, or maybe you wanted to, you know, maybe there was somebody who came in your life that just really sparked some kind of desire in you to be able to start your journey or move your journey down a different path, a different road. We got the Three of Pentacles in here. So, you know, that's some sort of support in growth. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's, you know, doing something that's meaningful for yourself. So you walked away from something, but there's still unfinished business here that's just been kind of hanging on. Because physically you might have moved away from something, but I think emotionally it might be following you. But let's see where this goes. So what is the Hanged Man here? Because this is covering the Nine of Cups. It's kind of like, hold on a minute. We have the Chariot, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have Judgment. Well, I think you've been doing some inner reflection. Definitely been doing some inner reflection. And I think you're trying to find your joy through this, your happiness, your serenity, your peace, your calling. I think physically you walked away from something because there's a new awareness coming in. There's some kind of like epiphany coming in. You know, this looks to me like you came through some realizations here and decided to move away from things that just weren't fulfilling your destiny or fulfilling your soul. I think physically you walked away from something. And you've kind of been on this journey, and you're kind of marinating here right now. You're kind of coming into a new ideas, new ways of seeing things, a hierophant. Like you're seeing more of the big picture of everything. And you're not rushing, you're taking your time here. You know, this is the challenge. You're taking your time. You could be trying to rush the process a little bit here. But the process is part of the journey, right? It's, you know, the process of going through this. You might be trying to push things a little bit harder or faster than maybe, you know, they might be a little bit premature. Because there's still some things hidden here that need to come up to be seen. So let's see what the King of Pentacles is, because this is what life is trying to assist you with. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Three of Cups. Well, I think that, you know, you've set your, I keep hearing the secret, you know, that the way to manifest something from the secret. I don't know. That's for somebody out there. But I think what life is trying to assist you with is that, you know, you're looking at different possibilities. I think that you are very much surrounding yourself and protecting yourself and, you know, using the tools that you have in kind of the metaphysical realm, whether you're using crystals or you're using light energy or whatever, you know, whatever it is. You're trying to find excitement and joy in this. And, you know, maybe working with your tribe. This kind of seems to be the place where you feel most secure. This kind of seems to be the place where you feel most at home. But there might be a little bit of spiritual bypassing going on here. Because things come out in layers, right? So things come out in layers. Like it's not all going to just explode in one. Like happiness is always there, but there's still like there, you know, there's going to be flow, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Like you peel off a layer and you go up, and then, you know, then the next layer needs to be peeled away. But I mean, for the most part, you're on the right path. You're taking the steps needed. But it looks like there might be some more digging to do here. And I think that, you know, too, I think that you found some people, maybe this is through social media, or maybe it's kind of like you found people that you can really hook up with, that you can really relate to, that kind of confirm and kind of keep you built up, stabilized, looking at all your possibilities. Because you're heading to a good place here, a place that is very, you know, secure, reliable, dependable. And I think you're attracting these people in. You're bringing these people to you. So let's see what the world is here, how you got here. We have the Page of Pentacles. You took a new direction. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working very hard, trying to master something. And we have the Ten of Swords after a very difficult situation. Something came to an ending here that was very, very heavy, very difficult, very hard. This is what kind of woke you up, I think. Put you on this path. So let's see what the Four of Cups is then, because this is what's coming in. So this kind of seems to me that, you know, it looks like you're on the very beginning stages of this journey, and you're bringing in people. Maybe you're finding resources to connect with, and it all just seems kind of like working and flowing together. But I think a lot of times what people forget is like this is an ongoing process. And for every, like, you know, if you look at it as levels, it's not that there's other levels to climb, but it's like, it's not reaching for an attainment or an outcome of something. It's taking and releasing away everything that you are not. And so this looks to me kind of a little bit like there's some sort of attainment goal here. So let's see what the Four of Cups is, because this is what's heading your way. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Tower. I'm not going to use those because those dropped out. Give me one more. And we have the Magician. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Tower, and the Magician. I think that in the beginning stages of this, things start working really, really well. You're looking at all the possibilities that can come to you. You're connecting with people. Things seem to be flowing. It kind of seems to be rushing the process a little bit here to attain an outcome. Because where you were is not where you want to be anymore. Obviously, you walked away from that. But there's still some things in there that need to come up. And I think you're going to kind of reconsider this. You might be changing your mind a little bit on maybe some of the practices or some of the ideas or some of the theology or some of the paradigms that have been presented to you. And you might have to look at maybe what you're manifesting isn't coming in as fast as you want it to, or you're using the manifestation tools that have been taught to you and it's not showing up exactly the way you want. And so you might be questioning some of these practices. That doesn't mean throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Because you got the Tower. Like, you know, I'm just done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. But you may need to reconfigure what it is you're exactly trying to manifest, and what areas of you kind of still need to be looked at emotionally. Because, you know, sometimes this can be very surfacey. It's all love and light, love and light, love and light, right? But real awakening comes from, you know, that deep rooted feeling the feelings of those things that you really don't want to feel. And it looks like you've already been there. You really don't want to have to go back there. But if things aren't manifesting the way that you want them to, or the outcome isn't coming out the way that you want it to, it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that you may need to change your mind about a few things here, because you are gaining wisdom and knowledge. Right here, you got the Hierophant. This is what's working in your favor. You are gaining the wisdom and knowledge needed. You know, there maybe to consider to let go of the outcome and just be part of the process and see where that brings you. But let's see what the Hierophant is, because this is working in your favor. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think what's going in your favor here is that there's still some abandonment issues that need to be contended with. There's still some feelings of loss that need to be contended with. There's still some feelings of not having that need to be contended with. It's kind of time to go back to the drawing board and, you know, find out what's deep within your roots of, you know, it. You want to feel good. That's the ultimate goal here. You want to feel good. You want to feel like you're controlling your life. You want to feel like you're making things happen. You want to feel like you're manifesting the desires of your heart. And that's all good, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's hard to do that if you're not really dealing with the core issues. And you got the Devil here. Something is coming back up so that you can see it. Because if you don't know it's there, you can't contend with it. But something's coming back up for you to see it so that you can release it, feel it, release it, and allow it to move out. Allow it to move. So let's see what the Six of Wands is. Or Six of Swords. This is what the outside influences are. We have Justice, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Queen of Swords. So I think what the outside influences are is that there's still remnants left over maybe from decisions that were made in the past that were maybe self-centered or kind of self-indulgent, or, you know, maybe ego was driven. Like, those still need to kind of clear out. Like, they're still clearing their way. Even though you've moved on, there's, like, you know, things, energies that are still from decisions made needing to pass through the tunnel, so to speak, right? Pass through the tunnel. And sometimes the Six of Swords can represent that even though you physically went away, there's still an influence here of past energies that are kind of at play. And that takes time for that to clear out. Just your awareness of it, that you know that they're there, that, you know, starts bringing them to the forefront. So let's find out what the Six of Wands is, because the good news is you're coming out of this. You're coming out of this. Definitely coming out of it. So let's see what the Six of Wands is here, because this is your next step. For others of you, this is for a small percentage of you, but for others of you, there may have been some kind of legality here. That you're now moving away from, that's really influencing kind of maybe your feelings or your decisions or what's happening in your life. I think whatever this issue is, once it's cleared, I mean, it looks like it's going in your favor, but once it's cleared, you're gonna be able to like see things more clearly. Like the fog is going to be lifted. That's for those of you that are going through some sort of legal process right now. So let's see what the Six of Wands is, because that's your next steps here. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands. I think there's many detours along the path. There's many detours along the path, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get to where you want to go, right? So as long as you are communicating your feelings to yourself, contending with them, talking about how you feel, and that doesn't mean you have to talk to other people about it. Like, you don't have to air your laundry. But if you are, you know, being honest and truthful with yourself, it's going to move through quickly. It's not going to be this long, drawn out process. But there's still some things out here that need to be contended with, because you got the Seven of Cups here. And so understanding that not everything is, you know, roses and wine, but, you know, there's going to be a few detours along the way. As long as you're acknowledging your feelings about them, this is going to move through very fast for you. So let's see what the Five of Cups is. This is the overall picture. Yeah, I saw that. I'm taking it. Thank you. Yeah, see, Ace of Pentacles. This is where you're going to get to your new road, your new beginning. A tangible new beginning. One that you can see, touch, taste, feel, right? One where you can walk the walk. I don't know, sometimes when I see the Eight of Wands too, sometimes when I see the Eight of Wands too, you know, it reminds me of like air movement, right? Breath. Moving through these emotions using breath work or breathing things through, allowing them to sit and feel them and then breathe them through. Because you're moving through some past stuff here is what it is. I know I keep saying that, sorry, but it's what keeps coming up. Because we don't want you to be dissatisfied or unhappy with the process here. But the process, remember, is your process. So it's different for everybody. The road you're taking is different for everybody. So whatever mentors you're following or people you're following or they're following you or whatever this is, everybody's journey, just like every birth is different. Everybody gives birth, or not everybody, but, you know, birth is kind of a commonality experience among women and, you know, families, but yet every experience is different. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the King of Pentacles. So you're going where you want to go, right? Delay is not denial. You are going to where you want to go. You're going to get to a place of surety and assurance. And, you know, this is going to be a place that's going to set you up for a lot of success. Financially, you're going to be sitting pretty good. But you want it to be sustainable. And the only way it's going to be sustainable is if, you know, it's not a surfacey kind of facade. It's something deep rooted where the roots go deep. 7 of Pentacles, right? You're recreating, you're planting the seeds now. You're putting things deep into the ground. And so dealing with your feelings and dealing with whatever feelings want to come up is really planting the seeds deep into the ground. Because you're allowing them to move out. They're not buried. They're not down there buried underneath, the soil. So let's find out what the 2 of Pentacles is, because this is your possibilities. I don't know. I see this as, more movement. Page of Cups. I think this is going to open you up more. I think this is going to allow you to be more, to give you, how do you explain this? It's going to bring you out kind of more where it's going to be more playful. It's going to be light. It's going to be more easy. It's going to flow in a different way. It's nothing that's going to have to be forced. I think there's a lot of models out there that kind of put you in directions of how to get to a certain outcome or get to a certain place or get to a certain destination. And, it gives you hope, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a roadmap. But there's not one way for everybody, right? You got 7.3 billion people on this planet, and everybody's kind of creating their own world. So it's really getting in touch with your own authenticity and dealing with the things that brought you to this place because they're unique to you. Because Scorpio, you are our shamans, right? You are here to transform and to create. Your aspect is I create. And so you're doing what you need to do. And it is working, but there's a deeper place that's calling you home. Because more wants to open up to you. There's a gift here. And it wants to open up. And you got 2 kings playing here, back and forth. The energetic theme is your King of Cups. That's great love. That's like love for humanity, love for life. And you got the King of Pentacles. That is like being able to share your wealth, your gifts, your resources. And this is where you're going. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But there's still some work to be done here. And some of this stuff, that you're learning can be incorporated, and some of it isn't going to be incorporated. So let's see who's showing up here. Let's find out who's coming up in your reading. I have Scorpio, I have Gemini and Virgo, I have Aquarius and Capricorn, I have Scorpio and Cancer, I have Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, that looks like that's it. I'm going to look at those signs in the extended. We're going to get some more information on them. For those of you that aren't going to go on with me, let's find an essential oil, something you can tangibly use to help you transform this journey for yourself. So this is for our Scorpios. Just one, just one, just one. Just one. Thank you. We have lemongrass. It alleviates and regenerates. This one came up in another reading yesterday too. Lemongrass kind of seems to be the theme here. Okay, lemongrass has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for many years to treat coughs and colds. It can be used for preparing soups, curries, and teas in many Asian countries. When applied topically, lemongrass essential oil helps to alleviate muscle and joint pain, particularly from overexercise or the achiness that accompanies flu or virus. It is a powerful remedy for regulating high blood pressure when taken internally. Lemongrass essential oil is believed to eliminate negative energies and to alleviate despair and darkness. It helps a person come out of a state of spiritual blindness. Well, we just talked about that. Spiritual bypassing, right? It helps a person come out of a state of spiritual blindness, enabling them to see more clearly the path before them. In some spiritual practices, the oil is used to cleanse and purify, as well as shed light on any hidden issues. It helps to release stressful thoughts, creating a greater sense of peace, and to dissolve emotional obstacles in your way, and to support and open clear communication. It can also be used for acne, bladder infections, bloating, cancer, cellulite, connective tissue injuries, constipation, or any digestive problems, fatigue, hypertension, hyperthyroid, or hypothyroid, joint pain, kidney infections, kidney stones, ligament pain, lymphatic congestion, muscle pain, skin care, stress, tumors, and water retention. Lemongrass. So that's what I have for you this week, Scorpio. I hope this helped. Until next time, I wish you peace. And for those of you that are going on with me, the link to the extended is in the description box below. I'll be waiting over there for you. Bye-bye.